everyone. New feature, new day. I just wanted to come online. I love to test out new features, as you know. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I have to start with the usual way. I always give thanks, so thank you for watching. Thank you for watching back. As I said, new day, new feature. So Google and YouTube have allowed us to stream live from desktop. I haven't worked that out yet, but I'm doing this from my new iPhone. So hi everyone, thanks again. I think giving thanks is important. So I always start, thank you for people who are watching now, and thank you for all the people who are going to be watching this at any other stage in the future, just replaying it. So thanks again. So the title, I can't remember what I put in the title, Entrepreneurship Goals and Co-working. So the last month or so, been very busy, been really trying to move forward with the entrepreneurial goals that I have, and I can talk about that today and another time, but also just realizing the landscape, realizing what has to be done. Self-actualization, or realizing what you're here to do, is a big part of all this whole thing. And I'm pretty lucky to be able to be in a position where I can at least try to achieve my goals, and we're getting there slowly. So again, thanks for all the people who've helped me along the way. Love feedback, love ideas. Anyone, just reach out to me, let me know what you're up to, let me know what you're doing. It's always important to grow the network, grow the community. So if you don't know, I'm Alex Ahom. I have a co-working space in Hamburg, northern Germany. As you can tell from my accent, I'm not German. I'm from London. Someone told me last night, London is the city of no pity. I like that. It's quite cool, but I don't know if I agree with that. I think so much going on right now back home, so many people, young people getting involved with some cool things. I think now's the time to forget about pity, forget about doubt, and just go for it. I think it's good times right now. So what have I been up to this last week? Well, I'd love to know, anyone who's watching this video back, let me know what you've been up to. Let me know why you clicked the video. Let me know what your plans are for the future. So as I said, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm someone who has a lot of business ideas, a lot of, not just business ideas, to be fair. I think I consider myself quite a creative person. And to clarify, I'm not really an artist. I'm not really someone who can whip up something like a sculpture or a picture. But I definitely have a lot of ideas. I'm definitely a deep thinker, and over the years I realized that these thoughts and these ideas they're not my enemy. I can do something with them. I can at least put them in some kind of order. And that's my first tip. That's my first thing I would give to you, is to think very deeply about what you can do with all your ideas. So I moved to Germany about 4 or so years ago, and let's just say the first 6 to 9 months were quite difficult, quite tough. But of course, those challenges can make you stronger, can make you better. But of course, at the time they were hard. And even with work and with things like that, I realized that maybe I wasn't going to get what I was looking for, and I felt that I didn't have the luxury of time to get down about that. So long story short, and I'll go into it, if anyone wants to, let me know in the comments. I realized that if I couldn't find the job of my dreams, I'd have to make it myself, and potentially the job of my dreams could be something that could help other people get closer to the job of their dreams, or the picture that they have for themselves. So here we are a few years later, creating platforms for people to grow personally and professionally, and that's a big part of it. But as I said, being creative, being headstrong is a big part of it. And I'm so happy to meet so many people online, on Twitter, on Instagram, that are quite headstrong, who have an idea of what they want to do, and they just need that little bit of a push. And I think that's where we are right now as a culture. So entrepreneurship. You know, startup, the word startup gets thrown around so much these days. I think some communities, some cultures are way behind on that wave. I think before you get to that wave, I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it, I'm going to be real. Some people are just, some places, some communities, some cultures are just not at the startup phase yet. Before the startup phase, you have to be, there are steps, there are levels, and the entrepreneurial phase, the creative phase, the ideas phase, that's all before the startup phase. So well before you think you're going to start a business and sell it in 2 or 3 years for tens of millions, before that phase you have to put in a lot of groundwork, you have to put in a lot of skin in the game. And I can talk a bit about that just as a friend, just as someone there who's going to be there for you guys who are listening, for you people who are listening, sorry. You know, one thing that I miss about my city is that the level of diversity that I've come to expect from the world doesn't always exist everywhere else I go. So I'm very aware that it's not just guys watching, it's not just people of colour, it's not just straight people. There's so many different groups that can benefit from being acknowledged, let alone from me talking to them. So definitely reach out, definitely tell me what you think. But as far as entrepreneurship goes, we can do it. As far as co-working goes, which is a subsection of what I'm doing, something about what I'm doing, we can do it. We can do it. I hear so many podcasts and interviews and newspapers talking about what can't be done. Now's the time to realize what can be done. You know, even in the last couple of weeks, I've done some big interviews with some national newspapers, some international brands, which you're going to see very, very soon. So I think there's some evidence to say that the small person, the person without the formal background, the person without the 4, 5, 6 years in the highest education, they can make it. Because really, a lot of my entrepreneurial heroes have made it. A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of business people from the UK that didn't study economics at LSE. So if you're on that bracket, let me know what's up. So with all that being said, I'm busy right now trying to get this thing off the ground, and I know that every time we get off the ground, it's because of you, it's because of people like you, it's because of benevolence, it's because of progress, and I would love to share that journey with you. So I'm going to get back to my tea, I'm going to get back to my to-do list, and I would love for someone to tell me what they think, firstly about the new Google YouTube streaming option on mobile. Tell me what you think about entrepreneurship. Co-working is a good one. I'm going to do, of course, a bit on co-working next time around. And finally, what your goals and aspirations are. For me, it's quite simple. I want to empower people to be successful and to be able to, for them to be able to bring their dreams into reality. As I said, I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of goals, and I think that I know now it's possible. I think there was one point when I was saying it might not be possible, not for me, but I know enough now to know that these things can be done, and I speak to a lot of people who have similar ideas, so I know I'm not alone. Being alone is one of the reasons why I started a co-working space. It's okay to work by yourself, but being alone, it's not the one, trust me, it's not the one. So thank you for being there. By all means, press like on this video. If you've got this far, I really appreciate that. 10 minutes these days, 10 minutes of your time these days is really, that's something special, you know. Things have changed a lot. So 10 minutes is worth something these days. So if you've got this far, give yourself a like, share the video, let me know what you want to see next. I have to work on some kind of sign out. I don't want to say peace, but definitely let me know what we can do as a team, as a community, as a group, as a squad. We need to come together and make things better. So thank you, and I'm going to try awkwardly to close this video. I don't know how to do it. Let's see. It's probably this X at the top right now.